welcome to the Anderson plot. My name is Dawn and this is going to be a video diary of what I get up to down at the allotment today. Let's go. One part that I didn't document, stupidly, because I did so much work, but all of this here used to be full of rubbish. There was old shed, panels of plastic, all sorts. I spent some time last Wednesday, I cleared it all, so now I've got a lovely rubbish pile down the other end of the allotment, which I'll show you in a sec. But I have put a pallet up against the shed for tubing and my canes. I then broke down a pallet and made a section here for all my pots and trays. Here I'm planning on putting a little flower bed in. I've got hydrangea that are going to go there, and then I've got some bulbs that are going to be going in the centre. Very pretty. Wood chipping, and cleared that bit there as well. Okay, it's extremely windy out there, so I've come in here. I've also realised that my microphone that I bought is actually terrible. I was trying to do the video for my giveaway that's going on over on Instagram for the BBC Gardeners World Live tickets, and I did the whole like walking forward towards the camera holding, I think it's a pair of secateurs with my mic on the end of it, you know what the big influencers do. So I tried doing that, and then I listened back to the video and I was like, well, that's fucking terrible, you can't hear me. So yeah, I've given up with the microphone. I'm gonna have to get myself a new one, so I'm just gonna have to make sure I project my voice forwards. Anyway, so I have just proper stepped out my comfort zone as well. I've just filmed a video for TikTok on the Fraz brand, and I kind of realised like some of my videos are actually really boring, so I do apologise if you stuck with me. I love you, thank you, but I'm generally not that flat in real life, but I need to try and build up the confidence and get more of my personality out onto the camera. So my mission is to be more happier on the screen. So yeah, so I just stepped out my comfort zone and just did a prattling around video for the Mad Company. So a little bit nervous, but I had to wait because my neighbour's been working on his plot, but he's now gone. So as soon as he went, I was like, quick, get the stuff out, let's go. I also need to do another promotional video as well for the deodorant company Wild, because they've sent me some products as well. It's very exciting. So yes, anyway, so what I've been working on this morning is getting my grapevine in. So where I tidied up my raspberries a few weeks ago, I planned then that there was going to be a section next to it, which is where the grapes were going to go. So what I've done so far this morning is turfed up like a little channel, shall we say. I've also dug 2 holes either end and put in the posts. Now I hope I've put them deep enough. Daniel will probably tell me when he comes down the allotment, he'll be like, seriously babe, that's going to fall over. But hey ho, for now we're going to go with it and see what happens. So my next stage is actually planting the grape, which now I'm down here by myself, and you know, I don't get weirded out if people see me filming. I will take you guys with me. Okay, so the hair's up because it's so windy today, even to the point, actually I should have shown you when I was down there. Luckily I weren't near it. I was planting some sweet peas and I heard a crack from the willow tree. I looked up, didn't see nothing, then all of a sudden this branch just fell down. So I've asked Daniel to bring down cutter thing and yeah, take off some of the branches, because honestly, I mean, it's beautiful. Oh look, there you go, there's no rubbish pile. It's beautiful, but I've already heard about a huge branch falling down and like hitting the sheds, and I've actually used the branch around the flower bed that I was just showing you that fell down, so I don't want any more falling down. Anyway, here's what I've been doing. So I've got a post in there, a channel, post there, dug my hole. Woo. Ready for this guy to go into. So I got this one, I got this like a month ago. It was one of the things to get me moving, get me back down the allotment. It's just taken me so long to actually work out where I was going to put it and then actually do it, because whilst the ground's been wet, obviously I just want to get as much digging done as possible. So yeah, so I'm going to go plant this. Okay, so I'm going to add this into the hole and then plant the grape on top. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of this in the hole. The lighting's terrible because of the sun. And give it a bit of a mix in as well, so the roots don't go straight onto it. Remove those stones. Okay, now let's have a look at this guy, see how the roots are. I can't get that out. Hey. Okay, so looking quite good. Got some of the fertiliser still in there as well. I actually dug the hole too big. I've dug it too deep, so I'm going to have to fill it. Fill it, give it a lot. What is this? Don't know what that is. But yeah, we've got the new shoots coming through already. I'm actually going to go get some compost. Then I'm going to use this also as a top dressing. Sprinkling it around the base. And then that will get rained in. But then also, we like that. Alright, my compost bins. I've got a set of 3. I'm going to walk you through what I've got in each. Clearly, number 1 is my rubbish dumping pile, so we don't really use that one yet. In here, right, this is what I use to cover it. This is not actually in here, by the way. Just where I've been moving things around, I've kind of chucked them on top there. But this one here is what's full of the cardboard. It's got the rotting food, the leftover crop, you can see there, egg carton-y things from the reptile food. There's even a bag of manure in there as well, because I had a plan and then I changed it. And then this one here, the last one, is I've only just started putting some cardboard in here, but it is all the turf grass that we pulled up and dead leaves and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of the compost system we have going. Okay, so I just got myself some wood chip, and then I'm gonna kind of mulch over the top here to kind of hold in the moisture, because I'm gonna show you my neighbours, because he's got a blackberry like it. So yeah, he's done his blackberry like that. Focus. And I really like it. He just tops it up, so I'm thinking I'm going to kind of do the same here, because I'm going to be putting in the wood chip anyway, well, along here and in here, to kind of make a pathway. So yeah, why not? So I've done it-ish. So it's covered in the wood chip, which is more like a leafy mulch. It's not really chippy, it's mulchy. I need to now go find some string or some sort of support to put between these guys. I've got 2 branches here. 2 branches, I'm hoping, going to go like that. Now I need to try and find some string or some sort of thin thing that I can use to support the grape. Do you know what I think my main issue is? When I come down here, right, I have all these great ideas in my mind what I want to get done today, and then I just get frustrated because in my head I'm not doing it quick enough. But if I try and do it quick enough, I will then skip stages and I'll muck things up, because that's what I do. So I have to make sure that I think about it properly, otherwise I will rush the job. But I've had so many plans that I had to get done today, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them all done. And already in my head I'm then thinking, fuck, what do I do? Like, you might as well give up now, like, you're going to fail. But I'm not failing, because I'm still ticking jobs off my list. just not as quick as I want, and it's so frustrating. But I can't find anything anyway, so back to the grapes. I haven't found anything that I can actually use as the support, so I might have to ask Daniel for this one, for help on this one, because I don't know. Probably because my mind's gone blank, because I've just realised what the time is and I'm running out of time before I then have to stop and go have a quick meeting. So yeah, so I'm getting all flustered because I don't know, the brain has stopped working again. Okay, so I'm going to stop. I'm not going to do that no more. I'm going to leave that as it's planted, it's in, the structure is in. So yeah, it's in. That is the main thing, it is in. So yeah, I think I might go get a pair of gloves, and I'm going to go into my greenhouse and pull out all the dead tomatoes that are still sitting in there, because I've got another new plant that I need to put in, and that needs to go in the greenhouse. But at the moment I can't do nothing in my greenhouse, and I love my greenhouse. So yeah, so I think I'm going to go do that, and then hopefully if I get time, then I might get the hydrangeas planted in. If not, because to be able to put the hydrangeas in, I also need to, well, not dig it over, but clear a lot of those weeds. Then one of the blue barrels that I grew the carrots in last year, or attempted to grow my Mampatuka carrots in last year, I'm going to empty that soil out into that patch, because that soil is not suitable for carrots, and I want to do carrots again this year and parsnips, so that soil's got to go. So I was just going to tip it into the flower bed. Okay, I'm going to have 5 minutes just staring out into the plot and just calm and zen myself. Okay, so I just went to go chat to one of my neighbours. Lovely, I love her. She's got chickens and she gives me eggs, and they are the best eggs. Just one day I will have chickens. But anyway, I'm now in the greenhouse because I'm now excited to get cold. Like, the wind is so cold, it's ridiculous. So glad I made this my next job, because I need to get warm. But this is the mess that we've got to conquer. There is a plant that I need to get planted, probably in the back corner behind me there, because it needs to stay in here. It's not out and about. So I've just found a dead bird next to me. Did not realise there was a dead bird. I knew a bird had been in here because there was like footprints on top of the fleecing, on top of the, oh, that was rampant. That's moving for a really sick now. And the sad thing is, it looks like a robin as well. I don't like that. The thing is, it actually looks fresh, which is even more scarier. But yeah, I knew a bird had been in here because it had pooed over things, like the solar panel for the watering system. But it's down here. Yeah. Can that go in your compost heap? I think it can it? It's organic matter. Well, I love the way I'm like all sickening and I'm like, ah, okay. Positivity, stick it on the compost heap. So yeah, this is gonna be my mission of clearing this out, and yeah. I really like the dead birds because, you know, I don't want to get pulled up or anything, but like literally all the tomato plants have just, I mean, they're still just hanging there rotting away. So I'm going to make sure I cover my mouth as well whilst I do this, and hopefully find my missing mushroom, because I had little crystal mushrooms sitting along the shelf along here, and they fell down, but I only managed to find 2. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I find them as well. So these are the gloves that I've got. I've still not got myself any gardening gloves, but these will do. I'm just going to start one end and make my way around. Like pure antique, this. I still keep going. So watering system. I'll get that going again. And just putting out all the dead tomato plants has made a huge difference. Huge difference. Look at that. Already looking clear. I have moved the robin. I used my antique fork to pick that up. I messaged Daniel about it and he was just like, no, that's a good thing. I was like, how is it a good thing? It's dead. So I think he might have misheard me with what I said on that one. But yeah. A rotten orange. Yes, my blood orange actually produced an orange, but at the wrong part of the season. Over winter, it died. I don't know if that was something I had done wrong, or whether they just will die off in the winter. I don't know. Oh, this is not working. I should just get the hoe out, shouldn't I? Yes. I got my hoe. Hopefully this will do better than this. I have just spotted my mushroom. Look, there it is. There you go. Think that's the tiger's eye one. I do love my little mushrooms. The garden centres do them for like £2 and they're by the till, so I always grab one. I need to glue them down. This is my old loofah climbing frame. I think I'm going to have to say goodbye to it because it's just snapping as I try and put it in the ground. And that's not going to be very high, is it? If I do manage to dig it in. Generally, right, I'm so impressed with how little effort this actually took to smarten up the greenhouse. I mean, I'm happy. Look at it. Look at that. That hasn't taken no time at all. So yeah, I'm very impressed. I need to go find some more bricks to kind of finish that off. Really, I was very happy with this. Okay, so my ground is prepped. I've had a quick research about it. Let me show you the plant. My plant now is going to be permanently grown in the greenhouse. I cannot say the Latin name, but it is, hopefully that focuses, it's there. It's known as the, oh it's gone, the melon pear plant. So it produces some melon looking plants, that they're like a yellow stroke greeny colour with purple stripes down them, and they kind of taste apparently like a pear. With a hint of cucumber apparently. So I'm intrigued to see that one. They do produce flowers in the summer before they fruit. They're known as half hardy, so they will need some protection over the winter. So I'll probably just do what I did with me blood orange and apricot and just wrap them up in the fleece in the greenhouse. But this one is going to be planted up in the corner here. Fully grown, it goes about 1 metre, so I'm going to have to make sure I train it and keep on top of it, otherwise it will just take over the greenhouse and we don't want that. I got it from Thompson & Morgan, if that's how you say it, but it's come with a good set of roots on it. Look at those. Brilliant. And all these down here as well. But obviously in the greenhouse the ground is solid, so I need to water it first to soften it up before I can dig. All over here. Soak it and soften it up. Gonna have to find a different place for that sign to go. How cool is that sign? Haha. Keeps falling down though when I put it up on the side of the greenhouse, so I'm gonna have to find an actual fixing point for it. I managed to find some better tools now, but I hopefully won't keep bending on me. And get it planted in. I'm gonna stick on my hat for this one because I'm about to use Mad Fraz. I'm gonna be putting, no, I'm not gonna be using the Mad Fraz just yet. Rewind. I'm gonna use this one to put in the bottom of the hole, because this one also helps to hold up the water moisture, if I'm right. Yeah, less watering. So I'm going to sprinkle some of that into the hole and the surrounding compost as well. Probably looks like this. yeah, so I'm just going to mix that also into the compost. It's going to be filling the hole as well. Okay, so these roots have purely just gone round and round. So I'm going to give them a little bit of a tease, not too much because I don't want to stress it. And then pop that in there. Well, I got caught on it then. I'll fill this hole back up like so. It's quite smart there. But now this is what I want to use the fries, as always, as my top dressing. It's like this. I'm going to just sprinkle this around the base as well. Okay, right. I am now done in the greenhouse. I am very happy with how it's gone, and once again, I can't believe how short a time it's actually taken me to get it back up to a standard I'll be able to use it. So very, very happy. I've also got that planted in the corner, which I'm very excited about. So now it's going to be a case of moving in my lemon tree, which is a new addition, which I will get. Da-da-da. This is the lemon. There they go. This is the lemon tree. So I had this for about 4 days at home. I finally brought it back down. So very excited for this one. I just need to go get some compost for it because obviously it needs the, oh, I'm gonna make a guess, Ericaceae compost. Ericaceae. Okay, so this one I'm just going to call it for now until I get the soil. I've got a pot, I just need the soil. Here's the apricot. So this is patio apricot. It's only living in here whilst it's cold. I'm waiting for all the frost to be passed and all the summer weather to be here. Basically until I leave my greenhouse, then it's going outside. It's been overwintered in the greenhouse, wrapped in fleece. Stop. We have the blood orange. So this was Daniel's present because him and Grace actually both love their blood oranges. And yeah, so one of the videos, I think it's the last week's video, where I realised that I'd wrapped them up and I completely forgot to water them over the winter. I gave them some feeds, gave them a good drink. I've given them a drink today and they're coming back lovely. Yeah, as you can see, the leaves are looking good and looking fresh and green again, which I'm very, very happy about because I've been devastated. Same as the apricot. The blossom's gone off of it. And I still need to research these because I'm pretty sure these have got to come off. I don't think these stay on. Pretty sure you keep the one stem and then the main bush at the top. Okay, that is looking pretty smart. Okay, I just cleared loads of that out. Now I've got to work out what to do with that huge pile. Okay, so it's getting a little bit dark now. Sunset is beautiful though. So from the last thing, Dan turned up and he bought a long extendable chainsaw thingy. So we sorted out the willow, which you can see there. Now I just have a huge pile of willow branches that I need to work out what I'm going to do with them. We've made a start on some of it, but there's still a lot to clear. But I'm done now. I've been here for a few hours and I want to go home. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.